Hey, how's everybody doing? Welcome back to Clator Manufacturing, Mastercmam. Today we're going to do Mastercmam process step 2, alright, which is tied into the process we did here 1 week ago from this video's date. And that video is called Mastercmam process step 1. In there you're going to find the solid model, and you're going to want to do that video to catch up to this one, okay? So what we're going to do today is we're going to go over how to position our part in the stock and our work coordinates. We're going to pick all of our work coordinates for the part. So that's our main objective for today for the process. So it's going to be Mastercmam process step 2. And we're going to run through this guy, okay? And we're not going to make any toolpaths yet. We're just like I said. So now in our last video, what we had was we made the stock size and why we did the bounding box. So what I want you to do is into this same file, go to the top. Now go to the top view. Make sure all these are selected in the top view. Okay. Hit Alt 1. Or you don't have to hit Alt 1. So now let's look at this part. I'm going to grab the middle wheel of the mouse and I'm going to press it in. And that's how I'm going to rotate this part around. And you can just click that. Okay. Now, now we want to just figure out what side we want to start milling on first, okay? And today, I already have it figured out for us, all right? This is the side I want to start with. Side 1, side 2, side 3, side 4. All right? I'm sure you can do it a million other different ways, but that's the way we're doing it for this tutorial, guys. First off, let's make our first plane. All right, we want to select our planes first, and then we'll orientate our stock from that point. Because the planes are always based off the part Z0, X0, and Y0. The Z0s of the part, the zeros of the part, okay? So you want to go into your levels. You want to go into your bounding box, man, all right? Go into your wireframe, and I draw these lines right here when I want to pick up on center line. So I'm going to make that line there. It looks like we're going to only pick up on center line on that side, so I'm going to do that just for that sake, okay? And I'm going to turn my solid on, my wireframe on. So I'm going to grab this guy, and I'm going to hover it over so it grabs that middle line. See that? Boom. Now you want to grab these little tiny, see the inside one? It's got to be the middle one. You click that, and you're going to rotate that up 90 degrees. So now your Z is up in the air. Okay, now we're going to rotate this. Whoops. We're going to rotate this 90 degrees because I want my X going in that direction. Alright, so now we're going to call this Op 1. Alright, so there we have that set. Now Op 2, we're just going to flip this thing over. And we're going to pick up on the top, let's say the top left corner here. The top right corner. So all I did was I moved it around with the middle wheel, and I'm flipped it around to where I want it. Then I'm going to grab this plane tool. I'm going to grab the corner of my bounding box, because that's my X0, Y0. Okay. Now I want to make the X going this way. So I just need to keep moving it till, I see my Z isn't correct yet. Okay, first thing you want to do is correct your Z. The Z needs to be pointed straight up in the air all the time. Okay, then your X and Y, they're already in the right plane. We'll call that Op 2. Now I want to switch this to G55 because I want to run all of these at the same time. So in that plane, let's go to that plane. Click manual here, and let's call this 1. That signifies G55. So now, so far we have, click right here in the G. That'll give you that'll show you the G view of all that stuff. Okay, the G view. But make sure before you start that everything is always on the plane you want it to be on. All right, now we're going to get to our third operation. All right. I think I said this side first. I can't remember. Hopefully I did what I say. Well, let's just say it's this one next, okay? Boom. That's all I did. I grabbed that arrow and I clicked the top left corner because we're going to pick up right here and right here. and pick up off the top here for the third op. So you're going to grab this, rotate it up 90 degrees. Same thing here. Grab this and rotate that down 90 degrees so that X is on this plane. See, now that's exactly how the part's going to be picked up. We'll call that op 3. And we're going to call that work manual offset 2. Signifies G56. So now we have one plane left. All right, and that's going to be the other side on the other side of the other side. And you always want to pick up on the same surface off the jaw, you know. It's a good habit to be in. So that's what I did. I just picked it again. It's just the same routine. I picked the corner I want to pick up on, grab my icon here, moved it over here. Select that. Op 4. Oops. See, I forgot to call the plane op 4. So what do you do now? Come over here and you can double click this really slow. Or just right click it and rename it. Go to that op 4. Alright, so there you go. So let's now we want to place this into the stock. You know, how are we going to do this? So it's very simple. Well, you know, it's not simple. We're going to find out what it is. Or turn on our stock size. Okay, we definitely, on our first op, we want this on the center of everything. Okay, so I'm going to draw a line on the center of this bounding box, or the center of this stock. So let's turn everything off, except your stock. And I want to center this up. If I draw a line, that's all I did. I went into wireframe, I clicked line, and I clicked right here, and I clicked right here, and I hit end selection. Alright. Now, we're going to want to move our bounding box to our part. Now we're going to want to move our stock to our part. So we're going to grab this guy. And we're going to translate it. And then we're going to select vector to from. Okay. And in this situation, you want to go back to your levels. Turn on your bounding box. Okay. Now the 2 points to transfer it from, hit M for middle. Select that line. Hit M for middle. Select that line. Now, I moved it back to translate here. It's all in the bottom. And I'm going to hit move. Alright. I'm going to hit green check. So now, we don't need these lines anymore. We're just reference lines. So now if you hit Alt 1, that's your top view. If you hit Alt 2, that's your side view. Your front view, sorry. And you'll see that it's perfectly at 0. Okay. Another way to check if it's at 0, hit home, dynamic. You want to hit position. Alright. And right here, see how it's Y.8, Y negative 0.8, C 0X. See how it's all the zeros? See, that's a way to reference and verify. Okay? Just telling you right here where you're at. So, what we want to do is now we're going to move this stock simply up 20 thou. So I grabbed it. So I'm going to highlight the stock. Okay. And then I'm going to go into transform, translate. I'm going to Z 20 thou. I'm going to type in 0.02. So go positive 20 thou. Alright, now when I look at everything, I have everything on. I turned all my levels on. I'm going to hit Alt 1, Alt 2. I always hit Alt 1 for the fun. Now you can see I'm right where I want to be. Okay, so now I have my stock set up. And now I have all my planes set up. So, you know, yeah, these are major steps that we're going to learn here. And I hope you guys go ahead, download my tool libraries for the next show, man, because we're going to get into making some tool paths on the next, on episode 3. So, get everything ready. I'll have this solid in the description down below, and you guys take it easy, man. Keep plugging away, you Mastercamiacs. All right, take it easy.